and now we get like 12. And like 6
We
of them
don't
boys.
exactly promote it though.
Yeah, we need to.
And I mean, none of us, not just anyone in particular, like none of us promote it.
That's true. I did notice when I used to put it on Twitter, but I don't use Twitter anymore because I just can't bring myself to use Twitter anymore.
That's fair enough.
And I do try and do Instagram, but I usually forget to do Instagram until about 5 minutes try and do Instagram. And then it's me just trying to remember how to do hashtags. Remember how to do hashtags. And like there's also like 70 different like and like there's also like 70 different like that's right. It's like there's also 70 TikTok. And I'm not doing that, you know, it's a hassle.
TikTok. That's better than TikTok. I'm just gonna say it. I have seen it, don't worry, but I barely remember it. I have seen it, don't worry, but I barely
baby furries a ball that's in there of the craft. Yeah, she looks
It
great.
keeps our youth by blood sacrifice, let's face it. It keeps our youth by
That's a
blood
flag.
sacrifice, let's face it.
Hello and welcome to Sonic Chat Gaming where we do stuff. But before we do that, we're going to talk a bit about what we're saying there. Polly Peretti, who used to be in NCS, does anyone know why she left NCIS? Who used to be in NCS?
She was bored.
She, her and Mark Harmon, the guy that was like the main dude at NCIS, she basically like accused him of assault. And when you read into it, he used to bring his dog to set, and apparently the dog bit her. And she did not like that. So she ended up leaving.
the dog bit her.
She did not like that. Effectively, yeah. I think it was like quite a bitey dog, and then like if the dog bit her, like you said to me, like you lost the heat at them. Apparently, in real life, the guy that plays him is Mark Harmon is not a nice man.
No,
You suck.
Really pompous.
Yeah,
You suck.
which is always disappointing. Like when you somebody plays a nice dude on TV and like your brain goes, "That's nice, man," and then you read about their actual life, like, "Oh, you awful man." That's not good. And then you read about their actual life, like, "Oh, you awful man." That's not good.
That's why I don't trust nice people. That's I'm like, are you really nice?
You tried to fill
I'm
me.
like, are you really nice?
It's like
Just my anxiety.
Apparently we're echoing.
My anxiety.
Someone's put in the messenger chat that we're echoing.
Okay.
People watching
I
us.
think it was Logan, whoever elbow kid is.
That's Logan, yeah. That's Logan, yeah. That's Logan, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Is anyone like? Well, everyone's using headphones, aren't they? Is anyone like? Well, everyone's using headphones, is the speaker
they?
comes
Is
anyone
through,
like? And then go back into your mic. Is the speaker comes reverbing, and then go
Not
back
that
into your mic.
good.
Reverbing. Is anyone
Yeah.
like?
I mean, I already have to listen to us, so. I mean, I already have to listen to us, so. I mean, I already have to listen to us, so.
I'm not good in it. Yeah.
Testing, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Testing, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Testing, mic check.
Nah, we're still muted anyway, because I can't hear the rest. Nah, we're still muted anyway, because I can't hear the rest. Nah, we're still muted anyway, because I can't hear the rest. Nah, we're still
I
muted
can hear
anyway,
us
'cause I can't hear
twice
the
when I
rest.
play us on thingy.
I
I can hear us twice when I play us on thingy. I can hear us twice when I play us on thingy. I can hear us twice. Maybe we should just not bother streaming.
Oh, why is it weird? Check, check. 1, 2, check, check.
Sanity check. Ping, ping.
I don't know because I can't hear. It's still nothing's coming through for me. So I can see people's faces moving and mouths moving, but nothing beyond. People's face.
Callum's just volunteered to do the stream if we need it.
Oh God, no.
You guys, I think it's fine. Yeah, I can't hear us twice anymore.
Oh, there we go. There was me. Yep. Okay, I think that's us.
Working. Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay, it is now talking, and I can hear it's fine. But it's like it's such a long delay between them. It's like a 20 seconds, and I was like, going, "What's happening?" And then it's like, "Oh, there, that was me."
That's used now. Never mind. Not sure if the never mind is something's gone wrong again or.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
Hear
that's basically him just saying that's fine.
I think it's
Leon
okay.
fixed it by doing the thing. He clearly.
I think what was happening was I was both listening to the stream while streaming it, so it was looping because
it was coming through your speakers so as to give you the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have done that exact same thing myself.
Are we
then
speaking?
spent ages trying to work it out, and then went, "Wait a minute, mute. Oh shit!" There we go. Right.
Okay. We're very professional. Oh God.
I think it's our greatest strength as a professionalism. I think that's why we get so many viewers.
Yep.
It's because,
to be fair,
that's why we are loved by all.
Technology.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it's not like whatever. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, fuck it. Hey, welcome to Mutant. I really want a cup of tea now, by the way, guys. Right. Welcome to Mutant. I'm really going to quickly get a cup of tea, and then we'll kick off, and these watches and also subscribe and stuff. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Should we just sit and do the like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Do it. I know the people watching right now are part of Sanity Check Gaming.
Do it now.
Unfollow and then follow again, and then we get the retention. I don't know.
I don't think it works like that, but yeah.
Unfollow and leave us alone.
Everyone unfollow us right now.
No,
we don't want you to work.
If you're a true supporter, you will unfollow us right now and unfollow again.
I've just relocated to a different room of the house, so it makes it look like we're all in the same place. And then I turn the camera and you just find Rachel on the other side of me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do that on my hand. We'll just go through. Yeah, we're all in the same house.
That's just Rachel's hand.
Callum saying, everyone has white walls. Are we in the same room? Yes, we are.
We're in all different four corners. The room's quite big.
You've brought the illusion, Callum. We're all being.
That's why we're having troubles with the volume.
Exactly. That's why the volume's looping,
happening
because we're all coming. We're all in the same room. It's not that I'm crap at streaming. Well, that's not
it. Well, you're better at streaming than me, because I honestly have no idea how to stream.
Yeah, me neither, really. I mean, OBS, I can kind of use OBS. It's the only one I have been using. It used to blow up my computer. It does no longer do that anymore, so I appreciate that.
What doesn't do what?
OBS doesn't blow up my computer anymore.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah, remember that
starting fire and there's no fire brigade coming.
So that's a good thing.
That would be. I got a vanilla latte. Oh, that'd be nice.
Callum uses OBS.
Didn't even get your tea.
No, I got vanilla latte instead.
So disappointed.
It's from a packet, guys. It costs 95p for 8 of them. Okay, it's not that fancy.
Is it
They are
for
very nice.
Poundland? Oh no,
If
it's
you
not
go out
5p.
of
It won't be Poundland.
no, actually, no, Aldi's or Lidl's, one of the two. Lidl's because it's in Lanark. Lidl's. Anyway,
Is it good?
It is delicious. See if you put it in, add a little bit of milk, give it a right good stir so it becomes a paste, and then add the hot water. Very creamy, very delicious. Not very strong coffee taste. I don't actually like vanilla lattes. I like milk with vanilla in them and a tiny little bit of coffee. That's what I like.
This stream.
Anyway, fuck that. Games. Hey guys, sorry about that. It's hard to get people because we don't pay anyone any money, and Leon just done this off his own back in the last minute. So thank you, Leon. I really do appreciate it, mate. One day I will bother to do it myself. Right. You're handsome and cool and young.
I'll
right.
take one of those.
You are all of those things. Anyway,
You're making me blush.
He is young, yes.
So pretty looking. Right. So we were playing a game Mutant a couple weeks ago.
Sorry. I was going to say
I resent Logan.
Because he's younger than me. Please continue.
You should resent me. But I mean, you have better facial hair than him. He's yet to even try and grow a beard.
Is he old enough to grow a beard?
Not legally,
nice,
no.
too young.
I don't want to interrupt anymore. Please go.
Anyway, sorry. So remember, if any of you recall, we did play Mutant. If you're watching on Twitch, for about 18 minutes 2 weeks ago. We did continue the game after that happened, though, because I got bored and just wanted to play with my friends.
You missed everything about Leon's and mine's characters.
You missed everything, yes. That is indeed. You did miss it all. They also had an adventure, which was completely written by me about meeting the thing from outer space.
Yes.
So, you know,
I've got a guitar.
Happened.
I mean,
you did get an electric guitar. How cool is that?
We can call that, you know, session 0.
Yeah, session 0 is just getting to grips with a few things. It's absolutely fine. The characters all got to meet each other, so they're at least aware of each other's existence. They interacted with the being from outer space. They helped it. They helped each other. Cobb, Leon's character, had an interesting interaction with his enemy. What's your enemy called again? Your friend.
My rival is called Shepherds.
Shepherd, that is right. Shepherd, who was trying to scavenge some stuff and find some cool things. Leon threw rocks at him. Called them names and stuff. And then the guy ran away because that's what happened.
Am I the baddie?
I mean, so far what it looked like is this guy kind of like tried to like find something of value just to kind of give himself some kind of like happiness in the world. He was going to trade for maybe some kindness of his tribe. You threw rocks at him. So you take from that what you will. Rachel's character Tabby hung out with a little mouse companion, and also done things, and was rewarded with a fun guitar, like an electric guitar, a functioning electric guitar, which has properties and abilities which she may or may not use. That's up to her.
She's going to become a guitarist and leaves the group.
that's her hero's journey, is avoiding use at all costs, just trying to become like just a rock star.
Yeah.
Varys' character, which was your character's Meatloaf, and you're Bowie, another one's Meatloaf, isn't it?
Yes.
Use your military, your reptile training, or at least what you think is military training. What you have kind of gleaned from books and like propaganda pictures that you have found. You've certainly got the aesthetic down anyway. You went up and you investigated and you introduced everybody. Is there anything I've missed? Anything that you think is character defining? Any you would like to mention?
Well, we should describe our characters, what races we are.
That's good. I'll actually start with you, Leon, seeing as nobody knows what your character is. So, who's Cobb?
Cobb is a raccoon from the bear tribe. His secret is that he was born corrupted. Let's change that from tainted in the original source material.
Yeah.
And
corrupted.
He's able to move abnormally fast. And he kept this hidden from the bear tribe because he knew that he would get ostracized and eventually thrown out. He eventually found Shepard while he was scavenging himself. Eventually they both became friends and confided in each other.
Let's leave that there for let's not give away the full game there, Leon. Let's not just read it all off. But yeah, at one point they were friends. They're not friends anymore.
I should just they were once friends. They're not friends anymore. and I
Now he
am
knows
a
what.
healer.
Tabby or Rachel? Tell us about Tabby.
Tabby is a snow leopard and she's a hunter, and her best buddy is a rat called Florence, who is a seer. And you'll just figure everything out by watching it. If you don't, well, we don't give a shit.
That is absolutely correct. Always remember that we don't care if you like our show or not. Actually,
Yeah, we don't
please
care.
like it. Fuck you. Unless you give us money, in which case, thank you very much.
Yeah, then we love you.
Yeah.
Then I'll give you a shout out.
Like and
And
subscribe.
is Florence teeny tiny small, or is she like a 6'2" rat?
No, Florence is a small rat. She basically clung on to me while I was running, and I was my character should have a saddle, a cat with a saddle for the mouse.
We'll maybe workshop that a little
We're
bit. 'Cause
not
I don't
going to
know.
do that because it's weird, but it would be funny.
Imagine, yeah, she just grabs on and she's just you have created some kind of system where she can hang on to you.
Yeah.
But I will also add that the cat and the rat tribes deeply, deeply, deeply distrust each other, and there's often
Yeah.
skirmishes between the two tribes. They're
Yeah,
friends.
nobody knows that we're friends. It's a secret friendship.
Mhm. That's right. Logan, who's not here tonight, is also playing. He's playing. I forget what his character is actually. It's a monkey. It's an ape.
He's called
He's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer or whatever it is.
Yeah,
He's a seer.
Yes, he certainly is. Oppenheimer is a seer, and his little buddy was King,
Moose, yeah.
who was a moose. Yeah, that's like Jesus
Moose.
Christ. I forgot he was a moose. Yeah.
I loved it.
Which is
great.
one of the not so much a tribe of the valley, but just there's not enough to be a tribe, but they're not often found. Evidence of them is found, and they occasionally come to trade with other tribes if they find anything of particular interest. But mostly they just like to kind of stay back and watch. Nobody knows their exact numbers. I definitely haven't created an entire thing for them. Because, yeah, there we go. Cool. So when we left off last time, things had happened. Bowie and Meatloaf had made tracks back to the reptile tribe, which is convenient. They are primarily based underground. Over their time and using their military minds, they've realised that the Watchers can't get them if they're underground. So they basically dug a lot of foxholes and underground areas that they can stay in. They do still have buildings above for when other tribes come to trade or to visit or parley with them. But most of the business takes place underground, although I think we did describe them having watchtowers before as well. They've made tracks back there. Did we touch on what they'd said when they got back? I think you did try to speak to the main dude, Piaf.
I was headed to speak to Piaf, who is the main elder, who's a very colourful toad, literally. But yeah, we were going to speak with him and basically tell him to prepare for potential war and/or something shifty.
Sounds good. We'll come back to that in a second. Cobb, you made tracks to hunt down your mortal nemesis or best friend. You're not entirely sure. Shepherd, and you ran into a character called Ringo. Okay, so I think that is where we will begin. Tabby will come back to you too because you have a very specific quest in mind, which is a whole thing. So we'll come back to that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereabouts
Right.
on the? Sorry, I just realised I was muted. Whereabouts on the map is everybody?
Let's not worry about the overall location too much, but the reptile tribe is this one here. It's got a snake head on it. The bear tribe is all the way over there, so you wouldn't have made it back that far. Rachel is the cat tribe. However, Cobb and Tabby are both corrupted, as Leo mentioned. We're not going to use tainted anymore because at one point I said they've seen your taint, and I didn't like the way it sounded.
Yeah.
So we're just going to change it to you're corrupted.
Okay.
Now, I believe you both chose that your tribes know about your corruption. Is that right?
Yes.
No.
No, okay.
Okay. That's right. So
Actually,
Cobb,
no, no,
did-
she tries to hide it. Yeah.
Okay.
Would
What I
I?
will say, well, for Rachel, entirely depends on what happens. If you've tried to hide it, um,
Actually,
it,
that would make no sense because I wouldn't have left. So yeah, they would know.
right, okay. Now remember that it doesn't mean that like you can't go to the tribe. It just means that they kind of don't like you. You're just lower
Yeah.
social
Hmm.
rank, and like they'll hold it against you. They're dicks. They're not very like animals aren't very nice. Nature's tough, guys. But you can still go back. Like if you have something importance or value, then you can go back to the tribes and like trade. It
Hmm.
just means they'll maybe like try and bully you into like taking lower
I
prices or
will
stuff.
not beg.
Okay? But also remember, you can raise your social standing by doing things. I don't know if we touched this last week. Dominating other animals. Did you read that thing at all?
Yep.
Yes, it's about like hierarchy and shit in animals, isn't it?
Exactly like in the animal kingdom, yeah, there's a hierarchy of things. So if you do things that are impressive, if you come back with things that have got value, if you basically dominate somebody, then you can move up the rankings of the tribe. So even though having a corruption, you could still move up the tribal ranks, and eventually they'd have to maybe ignore your corruption because you're pretty fucking badass. We'll come back to that
Yeah.
stuff. This is the beginning of the game, guys, so you won't be quite that level just yet. All right. So, Cobb, you were chasing after Shepherd,
Hmm.
and along the road you've seen Ringo. Um, Ringo's a wee dick. You know who Ringo is. He's a scrap trader that wanders between all the villages. The stuff he sells is usually garbage. Um, he barely even makes an attempt to kind of make it look nice. It's just of little value, usually enough just to get him to the next place. And you'll see him kind of rooting through the trash and the tribes. He doesn't smell nice, doesn't really look after any of his stuff, but that's who you bumped into in the road. What would you like to say?
Do I see anyone with him? Bodyguards, people trading with him, that kind of thing.
No, you're just on the open road. The quickest way around Paradise Valley is by the roads, and he doesn't appear to have anyone with him at all. What is your scout?
My scout's not actually that good, really. Um, my scouts are 3 in total.
Three in total. Is that so? That's basically like your base level for wits. Is that then?
Yeah, it is.
That's absolutely fine. Well, a mechanic I've maybe not mentioned to you guys. If you have more skill points in a particular skill, then sometimes I'll just give you things. See if you have a 0 in it, I'll make you roll.
Hmm.
But if you like your scout's quite high, the difference between Mutant and a lot of other games is you just get things because
Hmm.
it's one of the issues I've with Dungeons and Dragons. Like I'm an amazing like acrobat, I can roll a 1.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so that's kind of weird. So in this situation, the higher those skills, I'll give you things unless it's incredibly stressful. So it's just like I'm looking around to see if anyone's there, you would just get it. You can make a choice, mate. You can roll. Sixes are passes, ones are fails, or do you want to just approach him?
I will just approach him, um, and I think I got like a tire iron as my loot last session, so I'll have that on the insides of my coat pocket. Um, I'll
Absolutely fine. So hand on it, or are you kind of like hiding your hand as you approach?
no, I'm just gonna keep it a little bit hidden. Uh,
Yeah.
is that Ringo that I see?
Hey, yes, me, Ringo. Who's there?
Cobb,
Picks
we've
his nose while he's doing this, by the way, just to be clear. Uh,
uh,
takes a really big green out, wipes it, but kind of keeps looking down like he's going to eat it.
I go to
Oh.
handshake him, but then I
Yeah.
I
Puts out his. If
uh,
anything, the bogey in his hand was the cleanest thing.
I kind of like sweep my far back instead. Um, you traveling somewhere close by? Uh,
Mm. Yes. Ingo is going towards the. And he kind of leans in, conspiracy. I see lights over there.
I'll
He points to the direction he just came from.
I'll I just came from there.
Hmm.
Mm, it's already been looted.
Guy looks a bit disappointed. He's like, oh, what did you find?
I'll take out my tire iron and show him just this.
Do you hand it to him, or do you just like hold it in front of him?
Just hold it in front of him.
He kind of wipes his horrible hand and kind of like runs a kind of clawed finger on the tongue. Oh.
Don't damage it, Ringo.
Oh no, Ringo would not damage. This is interesting. What do you want for it?
What you got?
I have food. I have water. I have booze. I have some other
Things in here kind of roots around inside the bag. If you want to roll me a D666.
Okay.
What did you get?
I got a 500.
550.
550.
550?
550.
15.
15, okay. He pulls out a colourful scarf
Oh,
Oh, this is very warm.
and wraps it around his neck.
Oh, this keeps you cozy when it is cold.
I'm as cold-blooded as yourself, Ringo. I think I'll be fine. But the alcohol that you have, what proof is it?
Kind of looks at you confused. Oof. And then he kind of goes back at the bag, pulls out like a green bottle that's kind of filthy with a cork kind of crammed in the top, pops off, kind of waves under your nose. Yeah, this is like paint thinner. This would
moonshine.
Could I
Yeah.
use
It's
it
absolute-
in some kind of as medicine or making maybe some kind of like weaponry or
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov, yeah.
As a healer, I believe that you have a make potions ability or
I do.
skill.
yeah,
Yeah,
anything.
you could. I mean, smell it like you could make something like this. I mean,
Hmm.
you know how to go about making like I don't know. Is this ethanol? Yeah,
Hmm.
you could make this shit. You know how. Yeah, I mean, it's you could turn this into like some Molotovs. You could clean. You could use it as antiseptic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff, but you know, you could
I can
probably
make
do
it
better.
later on.
Yeah, it takes a little while, but you could definitely do it.
Unfortunately, that's not something that I need. But
No,
Put the lid back in.
there is something that I wouldn't mind asking you for.
yes.
A job. I don't really have any work right now, coming from the tribe, and as you can imagine, I don't know if you know my circumstances. I won't speak too much about it, but if you have anything,
Uh,
I'm open to it.
work. Ringo could use assistant. You could carry bag for me.
And I hands you the bag.
I'll take the bag. Sure. Where we going and how much you pay me?
Oh, well, I pay you in experience.
That's funny, Ringo.
No, I will share all I make if we can. If you can tell me things, if you can find out, you can help Ringo find treasures amongst the ruins.
You'll lean in closely, like
How about anything we find, I get, say, 30%?
I like the idea of this. Yes, you come with me. I have business in the reptile tribe.
Good stuff.
go. So it goes back and forward. As the kind of day progresses, you just walk a bit further, and you just chat back and forward. Are you going to? I'm assuming that you're going to hide the corruption. Is that right?
I was working under the impression that he already knew, but if he doesn't, I will
He's
hide
not
it.
mentioned it. You don't know whether or not he knows, but he hasn't mentioned it.
I will try to hide it. It's not that hard for me to hide my corruption because it's a matter of using my skills to move faster. So it's only when I use my corruption that it becomes obvious.
Yeah, it becomes like you move so supernaturally fast that it's like, yeah, there's something going on there. That's fine. Okay. as the day goes on, he's going to start to question you about what happened in the Forbidden Zone. Are you going to give him a full account? Are you going to hide some things? What is it you'd say?
I'll hide that the Watcher spoke to us.
Wasn't a watch that spoke to you; it was the probe that
The
spoke to you.
probe. I'll hide that the probe spoke to us. Because I think that might cause more problems than it's worth. But I will say that we saw a probe and we looted from it.
Nice. They asked you about the Watchers that you seen there.
Where were the Watchers? Where was
And they it was described the observers and sorry, not the observers, the drones and the kind of like the larger the sentinels.
I remember
Asked the to get by them.
I remember there being 3 of them, and I'll explain them in as much detail as I remember.
Very dangerous.
And have you told them that they were disabled when you went there?
I would have, yeah. Yeah, they weren't operational, as far as I could tell. Except for
when you tell him they went operational, he seems very kind of like he tries to hide it because you see the eyes go wide and he kind of shakes his head a bit. He'll ask you kind of question if you know how they were disabled.
Do I?
Well, it never really came up.
No.
But
I'll say
you don't have much in comprehend, do you?
No, free. Straight free. Well.
That's the one we talked about. Yep. You got a fucking clue.
I should have put more in that. We should have all put more in that.
Okay, this is one of the things she's learned as the game goes on.
I should have known this.
I put everything in fight. Why? I don't know. Don't worry, guys. I'm really good at hunting, though.
I put a note in my notebook. Get comprehend.
This is for everybody at home. This is what I have. Yeah. So
there you
not
go.
Put anything in it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's something that we can work on as we go along. It's not a problem. Yeah, you haven't got a clue how we done it.
I'll mention to Cobb. Oh, I gotta warn you, Ringo. The Sentinels were heavy, too heavy for me to move.
Yes. Sentinels are dangerous.
And as he says that, he opens up his jacket and you see like a fucking horrifying scar on his chest. It looks like he got like crushed and ripped open, and it's like kind of poorly healed over it. Like the skin's kind of like broken, kind of oozes at time. He kind of pulls about.
Yes.
What the hell gave you that?
Yeah. Some time ago, Ringo got upset. He watched us, and they tried to take Ringo.
They
That is why
tried?
I carried.
As in they failed?
Oh yes, I got lucky.
That's more than luck, my friend. What?
Yeah, you must have ran into a checkpoint.
Now, checkpoints are checkpoints set up through the roads, and sometimes watchers will just completely ignore you. Sometimes they will search you. Sometimes they will detain you for no reason and just make you wait for hours and then let you through. Right. Other times they will try and grab you.
Right.
Most people try and avoid the checkpoints.
Okay. I'll follow Ringo's lead.
That's fine. Yep. So he continues walking. Again, he's not a bit of a distance away. So now we will cut to Rachel.
Uh-oh.
Rachel, what was your plan for this week?
I am going in search of the camp for the corrupted.
The corrupted.
Because there is one, I just don't know where it is.
Absolutely fine. Now, the valley itself, Paradise Valley, is rather large. It is like 30 square miles of terrain. And you, growing up, you did hear it corrupted, and that you know there's other ones. You know they exist. You've heard whispers of the camp existing, but it's a closely guarded secret. You've never spoken to anyone that knows it. However, most corrupted, even if they did know, wouldn't say. How would you like to go about trying to find it? What would be your first instinct?
Do I know of anyone who's corrupted themselves?
There are corrupted kind of around, but more often than not, they don't advertise it, and they tend to be kind of like solitary. Um, they tend to get chased off. You don't know anyone specific. You do occasionally find, and you have passed on the road, like peddlers and traders
Mhm.
that you know, you might find like a cat trader or a reptile trader or a bunny that's just very far from their tribe, and they just try to sell junk by the side of the road. And the ones that are wearing like big coats and like glassy, like weird like goggles and stuff, you've maybe kind of guessed that they're just trying to like hide it long enough to kind of punt their stuff and then get out of there. I mean, they exist. The biggest trading post is the dogs. Um, So anyone with like anything, if anyone with anything of value try to sell it, would probably go there.
Okay, I'm gonna
But you
go
are a
there
cat.
then,
That's fine.
and I'm basically gonna try and find someone who's corrupted, sorry, and stalk them and follow them and see where they go. That is my plan.
That's your plan, okay? To terrifyingly stalk a corrupted person and then try and tail them back to the corruption town. Okay. Well, as you're doing this, you see two figures on the road. One in a
I'm gonna
purple
try and
jacket.
hide.
Yep, absolutely fine. Give me what is your stealth?
Sneak is my skill is 2, but I have a total of 7.
Right. We'll just say that you successfully sneak then, because you're not trying to do anything. You're just trying to stay out of sight at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
just want
Florence
to
with you?
like see what's happening.
Mhm.
Have a listen.
Sure. Yeah. Who you see is a reptile wearing a purple jacket
Hmm.
and a raccoon.
I
You
know.
recognise the raccoon pretty quickly because you've seen him like the previous night, and after a few minutes of thinking, you're like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Yeah. I'm gonna come out of hiding. Just walk up. Hi, friends.
Ah, who are you?
Oh, wait, and he kind of like leans forward and kind of like squints at you.
I kind of move backwards. Oh, you smell awful.
Yes. What
I'm
do you
Tabby.
that is your name, yes.
I need some information. Do you
Oh,
do information?
I know many things. Do you pay me?
Depends.
Mm. Well, what information do you want? Pay no heed to my junior assistant, Cobb.
It's fine. I know him, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna whack him in the face with my bow.
Ah, what the hell?
Lawrence is like, "Yeah, calm down. No, just
Ah.
let's all be nice."
Let's calm down. Do
I'm looking
do
for
I know you?
something. We know we met the other day. You know the whole robot thing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bonding experience, I suppose. Uh, uh, how are you?
I'm looking for some. You know, have you heard of that place where people like us go that don't really fit in anywhere?
Like us? Whatever do
Yeah,
you mean?
you
Outline
know,
her
What do
pointedly.
you mean?
we're special. Sorry, I nearly vomited. Oh,
uh, I can't seem to know what you mean. We're not very alike, but I wish you the best of luck on finding wherever you want to find.
I'm gonna
Mm.
look back at Ring going.
Ringo is not stupid, you know.
I didn't think so.
I would
But
incline to think that,
you
Ringo.
are clearly talking in circles, and there's not many secret places in this valley.
Well,
What is
this
it
is
you
great.
say? I
Well,
can be help.
I'm looking for the corrupted camp. Okay,
Ah,
Couldn't see why. I want to find them.
why not?
Why not?
Might have a friend that. No, that wouldn't work.
You want to be with the corrupted because you yourself are corrupted, yes. Why you
Yeah.
dance around this? We all have secrets. Once
Yeah.
again.
Some people don't like it. They get jealous. Obviously, I mean, why else?
Jealous. They're
He looks down at his filthy clothes and his horrible appearance like,
Yes, I understand. Some people find you disgusting. Yes.
Yeah. Disgusting. I'm sorry. What?
Yes, disgusting. Like you are to look at or to be around. It is disgusting. Like you make what people want to be sick because of something that was given to you that they do not like.
it wasn't given
Yeah,
to
I
us,
get really
Ringo.
teary-eyed. I didn't think it was disgusting.
No, do
It's
not worry. I don't find you disgusting. Just everybody else.
I'll look at this slimy lizard saying
yep.
this about.
One of the eyes kind of spins around to look at you, yes.
Hmm. It's not exactly something that people choose, Ringo. Uh,
Mm.
Tabby, I think that you should really not be looking for those kind of people. Just go back to your own kind.
Well, they don't want me. Why would I want to be there?
Well, you gotta prove to them that you you can be trusted. That's what I intend to do.
I
Might
don't want
I
to.
ask something? This corruption you have, does it give you strength or make you powerful?
I mean, I guess it does.
I know people.
And he looks over at Cobb.
Mm. Come with me over here, away from him.
I'll can I try and listen in?
Of course you can, but we'll come back to that. You're going to come over.
Sorry, my thing crashed. What happened?
Ringo was asking if you could have come a little bit further away with him. He's gonna say something to you, but he doesn't want Cobb to hear because Cobb's
Okay.
pushing back quite hard against the
Yeah,
kind of,
I'll just go like that. Shh.
They don't hear.
and he kind of looks. She's like,
I can maybe find the corrupted village for you. But I
Yeah.
know people that will accept you if you have strength and you are willing to
thinks for a second.
work with them.
Are these people bad people?
Uh, depends on your point of view.
Do they
Are you
only look out for themselves and hurt people and, like things that aren't very nice?
Okay, thinks for a minute. Like,
well? Do you like the Watchers?
No.
Right. They don't like the Watchers. They want to get out of here.
Oh. Well, that's not a bad thing.
No, you get away from these animals that don't like you. We go into the beyond the fence. We find new life.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Ooh. That sounds
Oh,
fun.
yeah, you kind of listened in, mate. If you got an appropriate role, you'd be looking for something along the lines of scout, sense emotion, anything you can, any skill you think of that can
Could
fit into that.
could I try sense emotion? It's the highest that I have.
You can,
Those
yeah,
three.
try and get the vibe from them. Yeah, just
I'll roll that.
cool. No passes, but no fails. The vibe you're getting from is at the top. It's something very secretive. But you're not clear what it is. It could be he's given direction to the corruptions, the corrupted village, but you're unsure.
Okay. And does it look like they're working together?
Rachel, how do you feel about this? I mean, are you nodding? Do you want to go along with this, or
She's not really sort of like reacting, like nodding or anything, but she's sort of thinking about it.
I will tell you what. Why don't you come and speak to my boss? And if you do not want to join, and you keep your mouth shut, you have conversation. And if it's not for you, just keep your head down and don't get in our way.
It sounds like a good idea, sure.
Yeah. Then I have some business to attend to, but then we could move towards my employer.
Yeah.
Don't say
Where's
anything
this
to Cobbler.
employer exactly?
I'm not going to give you
Oh,
location.
it's a secret. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
You when they capture you, when they pull your legs off and poke you in the
Yeah,
eye.
yeah, yeah.
eh,
I quite
You
like
know,
my
you
legs. It's
give
my best
yourself.
feature.
Yes. I don't know if you are resist. I mean, I don't know if you're material for the thing we'd be involved in. Winks again.
I
Damn.
blink back.
Almost gave the game away there. Ooh.
Phew.
Goes over to Cobb like, okay, apprentice, we're going to bring Tabby and her little pet friend with us.
I'd uh, I'd more appreciate bodyguards if you're looking
That was
for
my phone. That was
some
real
kind of
loud.
title. If we
I
could,
got a fright.
if we could
So did I.
rework that title a little bit. Also, what was that beeping sound?
Oh, I don't know. I find this thing he pulls out like a really broken, like kind of smashed up phone.
Hmm.
And I every now and again make noise. Doesn't light up, just make noise every now and again.
Yeah, that's
Useless.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's useless. It's just a black
Completely
brick.
useless. Yes. But beeps.
There's no buttons.
Knock it and all over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
red
well, there would be
screen.
buttons then.
Somehow still at 97% charge. Yep. It's just there.
1% left lasts for a month.
It is. I prefer junior apprentice or. But we work title. If you want to be bodyguard, then okay. If it makes you feel better. But anyway, I have a delivery for reptile tribe. We go there first, and we have more conversation. So
Sure.
you guys kind of continue throughout the days, make camp, and you're going to head towards the reptile village. Probably arriving there in the morning.
Is Tabby with us?
Tabby's with you,
Yes.
so is Florence. If you want a moment while you're camping, you guys go ahead and I'll shut the fuck up.
I'll try and start a fire, and I'll go into Ringo's bag, and I'll see if there's anything to eat, because I won't have anything.
Can I cook a fish that I caught?
You can absolutely cook the fish that you caught. That's not a problem at all. The food in the bag, there's some like dented tins. There's like some meat that's been just kind of like wrapped in grease paper. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's been like in there for a couple of days. It's not been refrigerated, but you guys are fairly sturdy in the old tummy department. You could probably take it.
You want some fish? I got some extra.
Yeah, wouldn't mind that, and I'll quickly go for it, and I'll go abnormally quick for it, kind of thing.
Oh, yep. Got the biggest pit. Damn it!
No, I appreciate this, and I'll just scoff it very quickly.
Yep,
I catch
absolutely
them all
fine.
the time. It's really. I can show you how to catch them. Don't worry.
Mhm.
I got mad skills.
Yeah. Did you learn that yourself? How to
Yeah.
fish? Fair enough. You're
It's one of my best qualities.
you're the seer, right? You see stuff.
No. That's my little buddy over there.
Oh.
She sees everything. Trust me. It's scary.
I'll go to your little buddy. You
I'm pretty sure she's seen how we all die as well, so just be wary.
I'll pat her head. How am I gonna die, little buddy?
Florence kind of looks up at you. He's like, "Hey, you want me to tell you how you're going to die? Okay." And she is going to
Shit.
roll a scry.
Come on, old, hold my bed. Come
2
on.
successes. Okay.
Cool.
So shoots at and
Cobb's
arrives.
100% not believing this, by the way. He's just
Cool.
humor.
What you know with seers is that they can predict the future. Sometimes it's kind of like not exactly right.
and there's always the stories of people trying to avoid the future that they've had described them, end up creating it by trying to avoid it. You've heard all the stories. So she takes your hand and opens her eyes. Eyes go completely white, pupils, everything. Not roll back and just go completely white. And you can just see almost like points of light flashing in them. And she goes silent for 5 minutes, and she'll say random words and phrases. Metal man, jar of meat, bright lights. She'll describe kind of things that you've never heard of before, like what you guys would recognize as electrical devices, dark rooms, friends becoming enemies. And she'll look at you right in the eyes and she'll say,
You either die saving them all, or you leave.
Oh,
You need to find them. You need to save. She stops for one. The gorilla,
gorilla. What?
the
What?
female gorilla. I don't know her name, but you need to save her. You need to warn her, or she kills you.
Save or kill?
That seems contradictory.
This. Uh, I appreciate all of that, but not super
Not really.
specific.
You should listen to her. She knows things, and it always comes true. Trust me.
Well, we have to
She looks
leave.
up. She's like,
Since
yeah.
we have to leave, or we're gonna
Usually should
die.
charge you
So
for you've been lucky.
well, we're gonna die then. No
I
one
see
can
you under the
leave this
ground.
place.
Well, everyone's gonna die.
Under the ground.
Under the ground.
I'm gonna
You
take out
Gonna
my
die
like a
underground.
notepad that's frayed and old and has bits on it. And I'm just gonna start trying to. I don't know. Would I be able to write English or that kind of thing?
You can absolutely, yeah. Again, this is a weird thing. See in the book, the book kind of implies that people are just working out how to read and write, but it also implies that you can read human language. So I'm going to go with yes, you can read and write because that's confusing. You might have developed your own kind of shorthand that you understand, so maybe it's not quite perfect English, but it's certainly you might have developed some kind of shapes. But yeah, you just can write something that you would definitely make sense of. And she's
Oh.
explained underground a gorilla that's either a friend or an enemy that you've either got to kill or save, and then because of that you'll get out or not.
That's more specific than I thought you would be.
Yeah.
And I'll
Sometimes they're completely expert. Sometimes I can tell you exactly what happened.
please don't. I don't. I mean, it's not like I believe this kind of stuff anyway. But I
What
prefer
do you mean?
not to know.
How can you not believe in a seer?
Of course I don't. And I'm sorry for talking so loud. I'm gonna go on a walk, and I'm gonna stand up, and he's gonna just stare off into the distance and begin walking. And he's gonna try and put his ear look around first to see that no one's watching him, and he's gonna put his ear to the ground and see if he can hear anything underground.
You put your ear to the ground, yeah? Okay, what have you got in Scout?
3.
3 in total. Okay, roll me a Scout.
Okay, come on, Scout.
I'll say you need a couple of successes to get anything with this.
Can I use a glass or something like that to give me a bit of an edge?
If you've somehow got some of the device that's good for listening to the ground, I will give you an extra dice, but you need to explain it to me.
I don't.
Okay, that's
You're
fine.
I'm gonna roll 3 dice.
He got 2 successes. What I told him he needed. Jesus Christ. Okay.
The dice listened.
And 1 fail. I think.
If you get 1 success, the fails don't matter. You can get 5 fails, but 1 success, and all that matters is a success. It's
Sweet.
the kind part of this game.
Imagine I
'cause there's not many.
failed. What would that mean? In this roll.
Completely. It wouldn't matter unless you re-rolled the dice. The ones only really matter in the re-roll. So it would have just been, yeah, you put your ear at the ground and you get dirt in your ear. That's it. Almost imperceptibly, on the very edge of your hearing, when you put it down, you hear a humming noise, a very, very, very low hum, for Yeah, and not even it is continuous, just but it's like almost imperceptible.
Is it
Yeah.
coming from any part of the ground specific?
Everywhere.
Okay.
We'll say with your 2 successes, you go and check. You walk fairly big distances apart, and you can kind of hear it everywhere. Sometimes it's like as imperceptible. Other places it's very very quiet, but you feel like this whole place has got something going on down there.
I'm gonna try and find something to dig with. I'll dig with my hands, I'll dig with a stick, something, a rock, and I'll try and dig as far as I
To
can.
dig to the sound,
The
okay.
centre,
I'm a diggy
The
boy.
sense of this.
I'm a digging
Give
hole.
me a force roll.
Force. Oh, let's go 1. Should I even roll this?
Yeah.
Okay. I failed.
have you only got
Is
one
your
die?
strength 1? Oh, have you taken damage? Because 1's really low. Your strength should be like a minimum of 3 or something.
I may
Yeah,
have taken
mine's
damage.
3 and I'm not
Yeah.
that strong.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
it
took damage
damage.
last week.
Yeah,
when
I
you were
did take-
fighting with Shepherd. You did.
Can I put that
Oh,
up?
Yeah,
yeah.
because you got no fight.
Can I put that
What
back
I'd
up?
say is that if you put it all back to full, you've had something to eat by now. You've rested, so you're okay.
Okay.
I will allow you a reroll with your however many dice. You were very close to being broken. That is a fail.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's fine. You find like a kind of flat bit of rock, bit of slate or something, and you kind of hack into the ground for a while, and it takes a while. Like this is going to be, and you get maybe 3-4 feet down. Don't find anything.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. No cables. Nothing metal.
I'll stop digging and I'll head back to camp.
Okay.
And I'll try and get the dust off me as much as I can.
Absolutely fine. You try and clean up. Ringo has just kind of like found that little hollow, and he's just kind of like sleeping, cuddling his bag of his bag of crap. Florence is just kind of she's sleeping next to Tabby. Tabby, I don't know if you're sleeping yet.
I'm sleeping up in the tree.
Yep, you're up in a tree. Florence has not went up at a tree. She is kind of stayed by like the small fire you've made. You've tried to keep it very low. You aren't trying to draw any attention to yourself. But yeah, it's fine. We will now switch to Bowie. Bowie. You arrive back. You kind of hoofed it through the night to get back to the reptile village. The first thing you noticed when you got back, you were trying to get an audience with Piaf, and you kept getting fobbed off. And it's only as the day went on you realised that they're preparing for something. They basically dumped you in a waiting area, and you seen people kind of rushing about. And then it dawned on you: tonight's the night of the wild. Tomorrow is the day of the wild dance. Now, the wild dance, guys, is a festival all the tribes celebrate. It is when you celebrate your feral ancestors. Now, all animals know that they were uplifted by humans. That's why they're revered in such a special way to various different levels. Some of the younger animals don't quite revere them as much as the older ones. They feel like they're kind of been forsaken or left behind. But they still hold those traditions, much like some people celebrate Christmas, but aren't actually Christians. It's a day of celebration, dancing, acting in a more feral manner. People tend not to wear clothes. They'll kind of like mark themselves in ways that they think the ancestors might have done. Speaking is forbidden. It's part of the nobody talks. You communicate purely through body movement, yowls, growls, whatever you kind of feels appropriate. But you're not meant to use the language of humankind. Piaf loves this fucking festival and is usually drunk off his ass the full day before and most of the day off. After a few hours of waiting, they come out. One of his associates comes out and says, "This is going to have to wait until not tomorrow, but the day after. Boss man's fucking steaming. Your best is to go home, get some rest, and get yourself ready for tomorrow's celebrations." How important is it? How are we talking? Like 1 to 10?
10.
Holy shit. Well, we're fucked if anything happens, because seriously, he's fucking wrecked. I'll see if we can get some extra guards on the perimeter. Are they coming this way?
At this stage, I don't know,
Hmm.
but we have to prepare for the worst. I'll try and wrangle some of my troops. We'll stand guard around the village.
Okay. I'll come with you, and you go and grab a few. Uh, the village is never left completely unguarded. He does manage to rally some people. He calls some extra kind of some guards in, various reptiles of different kind of genuses, and he set up some guard posts and that, and you start patrolling. After it says you went over the last night. You came back real quick. Go and get some rest. We'll call you if it's ready. Go to the barracks. Now, the barracks is a building that's above ground, and it is where the guards sleep. You guys can get yourselves ready in 5 minutes if anything attacks. Don't worry. We'll look out for it. Is it going to come from the sky?
There's potential for it. You all saw the light. I don't trust it.
Fuck,
And-
this is all we need.
I think the Watchers may be involved as well. And we all know the Watchers. I would prepare for anything. Eyes to the skies, ears to the ground, watch the trees.
Okay, we'll do this. Fucking had to fall today, Jesus. He would say Jesus, he wouldn't know what that is. It's fucking dog Jesus. So anyway, yeah, he uses an appropriate exclamation of surprise, and kind of shuffles out to go and deal with anything they find. You and Meatloaf get some rest. You are used to kind of sleeping even the most stressful situations. As soon as the head's down, nothing. Morning rolls round, and you start to hear the kind of like the drums, the chanting of the festival taking place. What are you going to do?
So I'm gonna rouse Meatloaf and like just grunt at him, make a few gestures, sort of like our own version of the army hand signals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you don't speak when there's an enemy nearby, and you're like,
Yep, absolutely.
And then I'm going to go and I'm going to do the same to the other guards that are viewing the perimeters and up in the towers and just gesture at them,
Yep.
just to make sure that everybody's ready. And then I'm going to go to my usual watch spot where I stand guard and just I'm going to do a perimeter pass.
Absolutely fine. Yep, works. You know not to speak. The rest of the kind of tribe is kind of coming. There's a lot of things happening. It looks like there's quite intense rites happening. There's people that are there's mutants that not mutants. There's animals that are like making kind of complex patterns. Some are piling things up. There's a lot of kind of human, but not human, like animal-based totems kind of things happening. A lot of it's quite hard to understand because each person's interpretation of what they think the ancestors would act like. So it's a lot of random nonsense, but they seem really, really into it. As you are walking around, I'll say an hour or so has passed. Meatloaf is beside you. Let's make sure that's right. Okay. You hear something. A shout. A terrified warning call. And something that you didn't expect happens. They're coming! They're coming! The machines are coming! The first thing that surprises you is that they spoke. Nobody speaks on this day. That is like one of the most sacred parts of the day. Is no matter what happens, nobody talks. You turn around to where the voice comes from, and you see three drones flying in from above the trees, and they come in low. They start to circle the village. What are you doing?
So I'm going to let out a deep guttural hiss and inflate my beard so that it echoes, so that the guards and the other sort of nearby can hear me. And when they turn and look, I'm going to gesture at them so that they can pick up whatever weapons they've got, whether it's rock spears or whatever, and get ready. And then I'm going to pull out my own weapons.
Cool. Now, what happens is the guards of the tribe look surprised. The people that aren't and they run, they start screaming. They don't want any part of this. This is Watchers, and Watchers are damn near unkillable. The best way to deal with them is to get away and get somewhere they can't get you, and the drones can't get you to go underground. So a lot of them are just going straight to the kind of the foxholes and whatnot to get out of the way. Let's make sure I got this right. Blah blah blah. Okay. Right. They start to circle around the village. All the lights, you've noticed that they do something. They stop on each one of the turtles, and then they move on to the next one. Once, twice, three different guards. They hover around them for a second. They stand there ready, but they don't know what to do because these things are so heavily armored and their weapons are so powerful. They can kill you. Then they shout. No, make sure you get this right. Where are you? Oh, I've lost it. Here we go. It's you. They circle you. No. They flick to Meatloaf. The light changes from white to red. Prepare for transport. Medical examination at once. Prepare for medical examination once. It's a loud, metallic, booming voice. It sounds robotic, but like almost a robot's interpretation of what your voices sound like. They come in closer, they stop the circling, and they actually go down to like the level of you. The lights are blinding in your eyes. What are you doing?
I'm gonna raise one hand to try and shield my eyes best I can and have my machete ready. And I'm gonna sidle close to Meatloaf in a protective but also ready to attack, kind of like, you try it, I'll have you kind of thing.
Absolutely fine, that's great. As you're doing this, Meatloaf pulls out their weapon and launches it straight at the observer. Damn you, machines! You'll never take me alive! Long live the resistance! And actually takes a few steps forward, runs and jumps and grabs on to one of the observers. And as we point out, Meatloaf's pretty fucking big. Grabs on, sticks his weapon into the rotor of one side. It spins round, spinning Meatloaf round, crashes into the ground. The observers give off loud warning signs. They're screeching. Everybody get down. Anyone that resists will be punished and taken for further examination. And they start to converge on Meatloaf.
I'm going to go back to back with Meatloaf.
Well, Meatloaf has literally jumped off the wall you're in, grabbed on and crashed again. So because he crashed about 10 feet down, he's moving and he's like, he looks kind of pleased with himself, to be honest, because he's managed to do what he's just done. And he's got his weapon and he's firing it into the side of the observer. What you notice, though, is that although he's kind of managed to get the upper hand when he's jammed the propeller, as soon as he's pulled it out, it started spinning again, and it looks like he's fighting a kind of losing battle between getting the keeping this thing on the ground, and he's whacking it. Well, we'll say it's a machete. So you're gonna jump down after, or?
Yeah, I'm going after him.
Nice. Give me it would be an appropriate. Let me make sure this would be. How would you like to do it? You can either give me a straight agility. You can give me a force, something appropriate for jumping or an endure, or you can just like.
I'm gonna go with force because I want to try and jump down on the thing.
Yeah, so you basically just go for like I'm going to try and drive this straight through.
I'm trying to remember how to roll. I'm not adding any skill or anything, am
I? What is it you're doing?
I'm gonna use force to jump down, but try and jump on the machine.
It would just be a straight roll, whatever's in your force. So you just click on that, roll it. I will allow if you want. You can do it as a weapon attack. Right, that's 2 fails. I'm going to say that you do it, and it's successful. You said you've got machete, yeah? So you just take a run and look like that, and you try and drive it. And as you try and the armor of this thing is just so strong. It just literally pushes it to the side. You bang in on your shoulder. You're not hurt in any serious way, but like it's a massive impact. The wind's knocked out of you. Your weapon doesn't break, but it just seemed completely ineffective against this. The other guards around the place, they're frozen in place. They're backing away. They don't. Nobody interferes with these things. The robots that are the observers that are spinning around now. One of the lights goes to you, changes green, and then changes blue. Animal, mutant. Designation, Bowie. Remove yourself from the area. You have 3 seconds to comply. You have 3 seconds to comply. Nope, you're going for it.
I'm gonna get fighting
Nice.
stance.
Nice, I like it. I can get in there. Okay, cool. So we have to do a thing now.
It's been fun
Watch.
playing with Murray.
Right, if I'm going down swinging.
That's absolutely fine. Okay, it is going to do that and do that. Okay, that is
Get tasered.
yeah. So it just basically and it tasers you. That is 2. It inflicts fatigue, not damage. Now it got 2 attacks. It didn't get 2 attacks. It got 1 attack, and the rolls, the 2 successes are basically the hits. So that's you would take 2 damage. That would go to your strength. So you'd lose 2 strength.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah. That's only one's dealing. The other ones are now going around Meatloaf. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to give them a zap. Oh dear. Actually, ignore that second one because I'm going to say the one that's down is like it's just trying to get itself back up into there at the moment. So the first one, the Meatloaf takes some damage. Doesn't look happy, but again, it's just he's now going to take his show. He's going to just start wailing on it, see what he can do here. Oh, he does have a machete. That's cool. And I'll go with that. Attack and then roll. Oh, not slingshot. No, the goddamn machete, you motherfucker. That's what I told you to do. There we go. Oh, Jesus, that did not go well. There's so many dice as well. Oh, no. The bad thing, see if the one had been in the machete roll, it would have broke his weapon. So that's good that him. He just keeps wailing on it, and it's just you see the paint cracking, dents coming in the machine, but nothing's happening. I'll say it's your turn now.
So I'm obviously like still.
No, yeah, you've been zapped, but you can move it. It was like a split second that hit you with.
Yeah. I am going for another swing at the downed one.
Okay, that's cool. So you go up and you're going to take a swing. Give yourself an extra dice because this thing is on the ground.
Is that gear?
You just add a dice in somewhere when it's a roll. Just give yourself an extra dice if you can do it anywhere.
How do I add a dice?
A second. So when you do roll, no, that's not right. Just added. See if you just want to roll another d6. That's absolutely fine. Or see what it says like skill roll. You can just add an extra 1 in there, just for this one roll.
Yes.
Cool. So it's almost like you and Meatloaf are kind of taking turns now. You've been friends long enough that you know how each other fight. He's swinging in, and then you do it, and then you pull out your sword back and you jam it under the plate that just kind of almost buckled, and you do a little bit of damage to the drone. So its stats drop slightly, the one that's downed. It is now going to try and get back up. It's not particularly strong, though, so that's probably going to be quite hard for it. It's going to do a force roll. And it does not get back up. So, yeah, every time it tries to get back up, you just keep hitting it down. Now, at that moment, more lights come from the forest. and you see something trundling in. It is. Let me just make sure I get this right. These dudes.
Oh, hell no.
Oh no.
There's 5 of them. The lights go on. They go from blue to red, and all the lights point straight at your friend. And they come towards him. The voices ring out completely in unison 5 times. Lay down your weapons and submit to medical inspection. All other animals vacate the area immediately. There will be no further warnings. At this point, the guards that were frozen in spot, they fucking run. They drop their weapons and they run. And everyone is just screaming now to get away. Your friend looks at you. Meatloaf goes, "You need to run. You need to run." And it grabs you close. Find Truffaut. Tell him what happened here. And shoves you away. And he starts to book it. As far as the big giant tortoise can run.
He's pretty swift for a big boy.
Yeah. He takes a few seconds to build up speed, though. He's got to get those bat body moving. But yeah. Yeah, so grabbed you close, told you to tell Truffaut what happened.
So I'm gonna take a step back from the sentinels. I'm still holding my machete because if they come near me, I'm gonna fuck them up, or at least try to.
Yeah.
But I also know pick my battles, so I'm gonna step back and disengage from the fighting, but make it very clear that I am not happy because I'm gonna be hissing like hell.
Absolutely fine.
How many are in front of you
there? She's dealing with 5 sentinels and 3 observers.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. That's not good if all 4...
I ain't afraid of them.
All of you were there.
Really
and as you know, these things are ludicrously powerful. Like, there's a reason they've stayed in charge. Their numbers aren't that great. Like, the animal mutants in the valley outnumber them. You're not sure by how much, but you know you'd outnumber them. But each one of these things, especially the sentinels, you've seen them rip like bears in half. They are fucking incredibly powerful. The observers had the ground. Was that it?
Are they as large as us? I'm imagining them as like RC cars kind of thing.
Not at all. No, the observers themselves are about the size of a car door. So like a very large drone, very thick armor.
Right.
They are heavy, but like their turbines are so powerful they can fly. The sentinels themselves, imagine it more like
I'm imagining like a tank.
These ones aren't quite the size of tanks. Yeah, these are big things. I mean, you've seen the picture of them there, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So like Terminator size. Imagine a Terminator chassis on like fucking on the treads. So like, yeah, they're just heavily armored. Fair enough. Fucking terrifying. Absolute monstrous things. 2 of them, the 2 of the sentinels, and they just come straight towards you. The arm comes up, and for a second, it's a buzzsaw, and it starts spinning, and then that goes down, and out shoots the kind of pronged fork of the taser weapon that they've been using previously. The rest of them, they all point their lights towards Meatloaf, and they go after one that's a slightly different color. Most of them are kind of like this kind of silver color, very bright, very shiny. This one's kind of green. Weapon comes out, and it looks like 4 kind of balls on the end of like 2 pipes, and it comes out and it shoots, and it's like a large net. The ones that come towards you, they are not stopping. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stand there, but I'm gonna put my knife away, and I'm just gonna stand glaring at them.
Cool. When you put the knife away, they come charging towards you, and they stop with the taser weapons literally like millimeters from your face. Kneel.
I'm going to glare at them. I'm going to give a hiss, but I'm going to comply, but not drop to a kneeling position. I'm dropping to a crouch.
Yeah, a little bit of defiance. I like it.
Just start doing squats. Just like.
Oh yeah, I ain't stupid. I'll comply because they will mess me up.
Mm-hmm.
But I am also not doing as I'm told because, nah.
Yeah, well, I like it. I'm into it. They don't move. They don't seem to register that you've not done exactly as they're told, but you're not moving, so they don't seem. Well, yeah, they're robots. Who fucking knows what they're thinking? They hold the thing where they said they're going to hold it. As you glance up, you see Meatloaf kind of go down. You see him try to cut his way out of the netting that's put in. It's very thick, like rope-like material, but it does seem to have some kind of silver through it. As he's cutting through, you see sparks of electricity kind of shoot through it, and he starts shaking. And it goes on for an uncomfortably long amount of time. It wasn't just like when you got tased and it was a zap. It's a good 30, 40 seconds. Eyes rolling at the back of the head. You kind of see his teeth gritting, or I guess his beak gripping really quite together, clenches up, and when it stops, motionless. The netting is over him. It then tightens, and they start to drag him away. The two that are with you do not move until the sentinels and the observers are about maybe 5 minutes out, and then they just spin and they start going away.
As soon as they spin, I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to be like, you better run.
They don't register it. Yeah, they don't care. Well, you don't know what they think. Again, they're robots. Who knows what they think? But they don't react. They seem to have got what they came for, and they leave. After some time, some of the reptile tribe kind of start crawling out. Some of them kind of run over to you. It's like a healer. They start looking at your wounds and things, and they hand you things that will kind of help you. They start trying to lead you away. Are you doing anything?
I'm going to shrug them off. I'm going to accept the healing, but everyone else, I'm going to shrug them off and just glare and hiss.
Absolutely fine, yeah.
You cowards.
Some of them kind of like look at their feet and look embarrassed. Other ones kind of glare back at you and like, you shouldn't go against the Watchers. The Watchers would have killed us all. You're risking us all for one person. They could come back and take 50 tomorrow. We're not cowards. We're just not stupid.
I tried to warn you all. You're too busy drinking and partying. If you had fucking listened, this wouldn't have happened. We'd have gone to ground and they would never have found him.
Some kind of look down, look sheepish again. Other ones look at you and say, he was a member of the resistance. He brought us here. It's his own fault. He done it to himself.
He was our friend. He was our family.
It's mainly the older ones right now that are shouting, like, this is the way it's always been. You just have to accept that we've all lost people we love. But again, a lot of the kind of younger ones are looking at you and you see them like nodding. You're like, we should have fucking done something.
We could have taken them. We have the numbers. We could have swarmed them and done something. All it takes, if we could unite the tribes, we could be out of here.
Some kind of like laugh at the idea of uniting the tribes, and like they'll name specific ones from the what's the name of that tribe? The Badger tribe. Like, we could never be friends with them. We'll never work with them. You can't trust a badger. That kind of stuff.
Well, apparently we can't trust our own either. And then I'm gonna turn and storm off.
Nice. You kind of go back to your own kind of abode. You can have it any way you want. You can be based out of the barracks. You can be based out of like a kind of underground train center, or you can have a home of yourself. What would you prefer?
I've got a little nest in a tree.
That's fine. Yeah. So are you leave the reptile train and kind of go to like an area outside? Then that's like your kind of home away from home.
No, it's kind of in. So there's like a couple of trees here and there inside the village.
Absolutely into it. Yeah. So yeah, you climb into that. You're quite happy. Is this like a sheltered thing? Is this something you've built yourself, or is it like in a hollowed area, or how does it work?
You know the owl's house from Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Where it's like the hollowed out tree.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a big, massive, thick tree then that's over time, like use a mouse to kind of hollow through. So yeah, it's a little cramped, but yeah, it's absolutely. So there's one room that's particularly spacious. There's other one that's more like for sleeping and storing things. It's not massive.
A balcony area as well, so that I can keep watch when I'm bored.
I'm not always on. Yeah, I'm always on duty even when I'm off duty kind of situation. Absolutely fine with that. Yeah, you go there, and they've the healing in this game basically works. If you've been in dungeon shit, they basically provide you with food. So like you did take some food, you will have to eat that and go to sleep to actually heal up. But yeah, you do that. You do see some of the older members of the tribe. It's not always old, but older ones that they shout some stuff after you. Some of them glare at you, and then you see some other ones that look deeply sympathetic. A lot look ashamed that they didn't do anything, but primarily what you see in their faces is fear, because a lot of them know that the Watchers used their most basic weapons and nearly killed you, and those things are scary. But yeah, are you going to go to sleep, or is there anything you want to achieve? Is there anyone you want to speak to, or
No, I'm too annoyed to speak to anyone, so I'm just gonna get some more rest because I hadn't really slept with the traveling at night,
yeah,
and I had a quick
absolutely fine.
power nap.
Yep, cool. So you have a power nap, and the day, the night turns into day. You ignore everyone. You do kind of hear a couple of knocks at the door, and when you go there, you just find some people have like left some more food and some more drink for you and that, but nobody tries to approach you until the next day.
Do I heal up with this rest? So
You do indeed, yeah. That's you're back to full. The creatures in this game, the animals and the humans and the mutants, are all particularly hardy, and provided you're given some rest and some food, you can heal back to your maximum. There is things that can happen on the critical roll table. If you did get reduced to zero, that could do things very poorly. But I wasn't going to do that to you in session one.
Damn it.
But the critical roll table does exist, and you can die outright on a couple of the rolls.
That's fine.
Yep.
It
right.
is the same in Vason. My character got their head crushed.
Yeah. It's
If all the
basically,
rolls I could do, I got the worst one.
I think there's either 2 or 3 that are insta kills, and it's yep, that's
Real
it.
bad.
So anyway, that's fine. So the next day, rocks round. Tabby, Cobb, and Ringo and Florence. You're approaching the outskirts of the reptile habitat. You see some movement. Ringo looks. She says,
Most of the settlement is underground. It is safer. But they do some trading in the courtyard.
although usually there's more guards, and he kind of peers at the buildings that go round, and doesn't appear to be anyone there.
That's strange.
You mind telling me what we're trading, Ringo?
Oh, you see, trade is not right word. I am looking for a friend of a friend. I have job for him.
I see. What's he look like? Maybe I can.
Oh, big multi-tortoise guy called Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Gotcha.
We know Meatloaf, don't we, Tabby?
What? What is the chances of you knowing Meatloaf? This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
actually. Yes.
It's a small
Yeah, we
world
met.
that we all live in. Literally.
It
Yeah,
is
we met
relatively
Nick.
small.
Great guy.
Yeah, we find him, and then then we have discussion, and then we go to place. Okay, we go into village. We find.
You just approach the village. Is there anything you want to achieve before you approach the village?
I'll try and create. I don't know. I'll try and create like a remedy for Ringo's scar to help it heal, if I can.
You gotta make some bio oil then, yeah?
Yeah, basically
Okay,
bio
cool.
oil.
That's fine. I will say that. Do you have like a doctor's bag or anything?
I have I guess a kind of ability moonshiner that I could
Absolutely
use
fine.
for it.
We'll do it
Like
slightly
bandages
differently.
and stuff.
I don't have anything really to create, so I would need to forage for herbs, that kind of thing, in order to.
Not a problem, mate. What I will say is that there's a few people milling about in the courtyard. Usually, you would have expected to have seen like a few tables set up with some goods out. Usually, you've got some scrap traders. It's nowhere near the level of the dog village, but usually there's two or three, and there is a kind of beaten up old what we recognise as a caravan off in one corner, and it's got like a red kind of cross on it, which is the sign of healers in Paradise Valley.
I'll
Um,
kind of stop everyone. Is that the kind of like red X don't go here kind of thing?
no, that's a red X. Like, yeah, it's just a. For some reason, they decided on this red kind of plus sign meant healing. Nobody
Oh,
knows
I
why,
thought you
but
meant-
that's historically what they use it for.
Cross.
I think
No,
maybe
it
The
had
X.
Red
Cross.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like Rachel said.
Yeah, like what Rachel said. Yeah.
Okay.
Red Cross? Really? Come on, man.
Uh,
Everyone's heard of the Red Cross. Even I have.
I thought it was an X, as in like don't
Ah,
go
no,
here.
I was deliberately describing it poorly, but yeah, it's basically the red plus sign. So you know, but again, I don't know if you would know the name for plus sign, so you just say it's a
Yeah.
red. It's an
Yeah,
X.
that's what I'm
absolutely.
saying. It's the Red Cross. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know what a plus sign is.
Yeah.
Maths.
What's
Cats
that?
don't do maths.
Yeah, I hate reverse maths. All that.
But yeah, that's a healer sign. So I mean, there's usually if you see something that means there's a healer in there.
I'll go over and knock on the door. Hello.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely do. So, yeah, there is a kind of large lizard-like creature, very kind of thin skin, big red eyes, kind of tongue lips out, wearing, of course, because it's a healer, some kind of white jacket, filthy stethoscope. Yes.
I'll extend my hand to the lizards.
Looks at it.
Cobb. I'm a healer as well, such as yourself.
Thanks for like 30 seconds. Congratulations. What do you want?
It's quite slow today, and I'll look outside. There's no traders. Why is
yes. Watches attacked last night.
that? Last night.
Oh,
Yes.
that's not good.
Did
Very sad. Not unusual.
was anyone hurt?
Most people ran away. Someone was taken.
Uh,
Who was taken? Anyone important?
No one that mattered.
Oh,
you happen to have this person that didn't matter's name?
Yes.
Uh,
care to elaborate?
No.
Any reason that you can't
Oh.
tell us?
Fuck you.
Protection?
Well, that does not matter. Who are you? You Cobb? Who are you? Cat? Why
I'm
do I can't tell you
nice
anything?
to meet you, and I put my paw out.
When you put your paws out, just looks at your hand for like 30 seconds, then looks back at you.
Look, we're looking for
Okay.
a tortoise
I just
here,
take it back. And...
by the name of Meatloaf. You
When you say meatloaf, you see him like kind of go, ooh.
You're out of luck.
how so?
Well, coincidentally, meatloaf was what they took.
Oh,
He leans in, very kind of conspiratorial. He's like,
I think he was member of resistance.
Meatloaf.
That is what they said. Or no, that's what he said. He shouted, "Fuck you! I'm in the resistance" or something. And then they shot him a bunch. They shot his friend Bowie a bunch. I went and hid. I didn't want to get taken.
You happen to know where Bowie is? How we could get in touch with them?
Yes.
You mind telling
would
us
you
that?
care to give us this information?
That's a lot of questions. Do you work for Watchers?
No, we do not.
No.
How would I know that?
Watchers are disgusting pieces of metal. Ugh.
We're not made of metal, my friend.
No.
Flesh and blood, just as
looks at you
yourself.
like you're stupid when you say that. Collaborators are things. Who would like to try and give me a dominate roll? I will say because you outnumber me and get a +2 dice.
My
My
dominate's
It's
5.
real low. It's like 3.
I've got a 5.
You go, definitely.
Can I add anything to it?
Yeah, you can add an extra dice because there's 2 of you.
I'll add 1 more dice.
Right, they rolled and they got nothing, and you got a fail. So
I am
yeah,
not the most
you're not
intimidating
dominated.
today.
Yep, you're not dominated, and they're not dominated. No.
I've just had a thought.
Mhm.
Because it's a doctor. Is it Dr. Dre? because he's a lizard.
I didn't actually make a doctor for this, so I'm just making.
You have
this up.
now.
It's now
You're not
Dr.
Dr.
Dre.
Dre.
Yeah. I'm into it. It's Dr. Dre, the chameleon.
Is there a way of like I'm a healer, so I might know how to like apply like pain without like dealing like too much damage to the guy.
So you want like smack him, or what's your plan
I'll
here?
I'll take out my tire iron and say, look, if you're not gonna cooperate with us, then we're gonna have to sort something else out, and I'll take out my tire iron.
You understand that
move
I can just
slightly
like
to the
shout
side.
guards? Yes, I mean you know that this is like a settlement. You came here to threaten me. I can shout guards, guards, guards. They come here to kill you.
This is his place. You do realize that. He
Well,
lives here. His people. His friends.
he's gonna have a little bit of trouble shouting for guards without a vocal cord for sure.
Oh, holy shit! This escalated quickly. Okay, you know what? I'm going to close the
Just tell us.
window.
Just tell us.
Look, we're just trying to find our friend. If you can, we're desperate as you can see.
I don't want you to lose your vocal cords.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hold my own, but okay. Right. Who is it looking for? You looking for Bowie?
That we are.
Look, she's pretty pissed off to now, but I tell you what, go over to that tree over there, and he'll point to this kind of big, thick ass tree that's on the other side of the compound. Is it a rope ladder that takes you up to, or do you just climb up the tree, or how do you get up?
I normally climb, but there's a rope ladder for visitors.
Okay, yep. So there's a rope ladder. You
I've
see
got
like a kind of
buckles. And it.
yeah, absolutely fine. So yeah, use yeah, you see it. Go up there. She's pretty pissed off though, and she might not want to speak to you.
Yeah, well, she's the only one that
I
seems to
mean,
know
we
where.
do know her, so
Yeah.
hopefully she'll be friendly.
Okay, good luck. And window closes.
I'll go over and speak to Ringo.
Good job there. You handled that excellently.
Slightly violent.
I'll
Mm.
I mean, you did resort to violence straight away, but you know, good job. Good, keep it low profile. That's what is best.
I don't have as much patience as I used to. Look, this meatloaf, they were taken by the Watchers, so don't think you're gonna be trading with
Wait.
them anytime soon.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is not
Meatloaf's
good.
gone.
Oh, that is very bad.
Is he the boss you were talking about?
No, but
Okay.
He kind of looks around as he speaks, like,
no, but boss had job. He wanted you say a competent person to be involved in idea that we have that could be potentially get us out of the valley. And I say too much. No,
Oh.
say no more.
Say more right now.
Good.
Absolutely not. Too dangerous. You know, they take you, they pull out your organs and pull off your
Ew.
toes, and then you tell them what I tell you. You're not brave. You not kill yourself immediately like me.
If it's just someone with skill that you're looking for,
You don't really know anything to tell, so it's okay.
No, and both of us are not exactly friendly with many tribes, so wouldn't there wouldn't be much
Yeah.
risk.
Do have a certain expendable quality about you.
Thanks.
Oh, don't worry. Expendable just means that you're excellent at things.
Dependable.
Yes, dependable is the word I was looking for. Sorry, yes.
Excellently dependable.
Excellently dependable is what that word means.
That's
You
a
are.
really good word.
Look,
Good save, Ringo. Ah, yes.
he says aloud to himself.
Ringo,
Come.
there's an associate of Meatloaf that might be, if it's just looking for someone with skill, we could ask
Oh.
them instead.
Meatloaf did say he was going to try and recruit his good friend. Okay, we go speak to her and we ask her.
Yeah, got to lead you. He kind of follows you. You just go across to the tree. What he's doing?
I'm just gonna climb the tree the way a cat climbs a tree.
I will
So
watch
go
you
climb all the way
tree.
up it, sit in a branch, really far away from anything, and just meow until somebody brings him down.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go down.
Help
Bowie,
it
what are you
comes
doing?
down.
Yeah. Once the fire brigade get there, it just leaves. So I can get down my cat.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if that's like, I don't know, the main issue for the cat tribe is them getting stuck in trees constantly.
I'm 100% into your plan.
That's great.
Okay, so yeah, you just go across. Bowie, are you in the house? Do you see them approaching? How do you want to deal with this situation?
I'm in the house currently packing all of my stuff because I'm on the warpath. I'm going to go and find Meatloaf.
Ooh, I'm into it. Okay, guys, yeah, so you just climb up, either using the ladder or like a kitty cat.
I'll not climb. I'll just watch Tabby climb.
There is a rope ladder you can use.
Oh, then I'll use that.
I have a rope ladder for guests.
Okay. I'll let Tabby go first.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay, the door is not.
Hello. Bowie, are you in?
I'm going to throw the door open. What?
Ow!
It opens in the way, you're fine.
Damn it! That was gonna be funny.
Okay, it opens out the way so you get hit with it then.
I just fall out the tree. No,
Uh,
it does. We've come to fetch you.
What are you two doing here?
we kind of have a job for you, if you'd be interested. It was originally for Meatloaf, but
Yep, we're looking for your buddy Meatloaf.
we.
At the mention of his name, I'm going to grab both of you by the scruff of the neck and throw you into the house.
Okay.
Ow!
And then I'm going to slam the door shut behind me.
Sorry, Ringo.
Oh,
You know,
she doesn't like us today.
I don't think so. Seeing that she's currently strangling us.
Oh, no. It was, you know, grab
We've
the
been
back of the
thrown out
shirt,
for
not
free.
actually by the throat. I grabbed you by the shirt and threw you in.
I see. We heard what happened. Condolences.
He's not dead. There's no need for condolences.
Look, the job that we have was originally for them. Apparently, Ringo knows that of you from Meatloaf. Might as well do this, right? I mean, I'll just look at you. Your partly packed stuff. You planning on going somewhere?
Yes. I'm going after Meatloaf.
That's
We
trying
can
to
help.
find a better word than idiotic. Look, that's not gonna go well. Surely you know that.
reckless is a good word.
Thanks, Ringo.
I don't care. He was my family. We grew up together. The rest of my pathetic excuse for a village decided to abandon him. We could have taken those fucking robots, but not a single person helped. They all cowered and hid under their ground. No, I
Uh,
can't do that.
And
We're scared.
to help Meatloaf, you've decided to try and get yourself killed. Don't see the point.
I'd rather die trying than let him go through God knows what they do to him. You've all heard the stories. Would you be able to live with yourself if your family were taken?
I just scoop Florence closer. Don't worry, Florence, you're not going anywhere.
I look around for Shepard. I really hope he does. I
Nobody touches my friend.
look. I can't relate, but I can definitely see that you were close. Come with us. We'll be able to keep you safe, and I don't know. Along the way, we could find Meatloaf. You never know.
I'm going to turn to Ringo. and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
hello,
get
yes.
him by the throat and slam him against the wall.
Yeah.
And say, you,
This one's
what do
even
you
more
know, you
violent than you,
slimy
Cobb.
piece of reptile? I'm going to ease off a little bit, just so he can speak, but he's still...
And he goes like a big kind of black bit of phlegm kind of flops out his mouth.
Okay, look,
I think he's
I
had a
can-
cold.
I can help you with your friend, but you need to be You need to be smart about this. You cannot defeat robots. Nobody can. Too strong, too strong. But there is word that we can maybe do something if you are willing to mm, not want to say risk your lives, not want to say suicide mission. If you are willing to work with us, we could perhaps um, rescue your friend. The experiments sometimes take days or weeks or years. He could still be wherever they take him. It's a
Wait,
possibility.
experiments?
Oh yeah. What? Yes, the experiment that when the Watchers take people, you know what they do.
I've never seen a watcher take any bomb before. I stay away.
I
Uh,
mean, that is smart. You should stay away, but you have heard stories, of course.
Sure, but I don't know what they do. I thought I just killed them. You know, like bad people die.
that's
Oh,
what I assumed
I
as
mean,
well.
why
right.
would they want to keep us alive for?
I'm gonna get right in Ringo's face and
Uh-huh.
flash my fangs. What do you know?
You have heard this. Put me down, and I give you law of world. Apparently.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm then gonna go. Who's them? Your friends that you're talking about?
Right. Okay. There's a lot of information to give in one moment. Let me think how we do this. Okay. Right.
I'm gonna drop him so that he
Bah!
comes to the
Oh,
floor.
no! Richard Ringo is small. Be careful with Ringo. Ringo is here to help you. Ringo wanted to bring you into fold. Meatloaf spoke highly of you. Oh, right. Okay. I give you a bridged version. Otherwise, it take too long. But right. When they take us, we do not know why. We don't know where they take us. We just know it is underground. That is what is in these forbidden areas. There is like hatches that go down into something. We don't know. Nobody comes back. Or when they do come back, they all fucked up. They, for example, look like this. And then he will explain in great detail that thing I just showed you on the page,
The abomination.
the abomination.
Oh,
In the depths of the Chain
so
Labs.
that's what Meatloaf's gonna look like when
No,
he's
no, no,
dead.
no, 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 no. Let me clarify. That might not happen. Sometimes they come back like abominations, and they have been pulled apart and have like robot parts, and like they talk, but they have like robot voices. But they not always. Sometimes they come back, and it is just like you know they're deeply traumatized and like cry all the time, and like you need to look after
Hmm.
them till they die of fear one night when like they hear a bang or something. But like if he's just been taken, we can maybe rescue him quickly, and he will just be a little
Has
bit
anyone ever
traumatized.
been rescued before?
Oh no, never. I mean, there is stories of them being
So our
rescued, and
chances are pretty high then.
I would say it is for certainty that you would definitely, probably, maybe rescue your friend easily with no
Okay.
issues whatsoever, provided you listen to Ringo and you help us with this little idea that we have.
What's the idea?
It is not my place to say. I will tell you one thing, but I swear if the Vultures take you and they dislocate your elbows and make you eat your fingers, you cannot tell them this. You must kill yourself like heroes.
You mentioned a boss. Are they someone that could tell us?
Of course, that is why I take you to the boss. He is the leader, he is the brains of the operation. I only heard, and he did not mean me to hear this. He said that there is a weapon that can
Oh,
switch off watches. It's called an EMP gun.
Imp
that
gun?
sounds really cool.
That
It
also
is
sounds not quite correct. What does the imp mean?
mean EMP. I don't know.
Ah,
It's
You
a
know,
gun. It is EMP.
EMP.
right.
What? What is
I
EMP?
don't know.
EMP.
Leon
EMP.
knows, but I.
Oh, we
Compass is
all
not.
know, but our animals
I'm
don't.
just saying EMP is you just spell it
Yeah, like
EMP.
your Tabby's spelling out. Yeah, he said
Yeah,
EMP.
yeah, that's how.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm with
EMP.
you.
EMP gun.
Hmm.
That is all I
I'm
heard.
I'm gonna ask Ringo. What was the name of the rebel leader?
True fun. True
Yeah,
fun.
I'm
I
going to
don't know how
ask
you say it. It
him,
looks like a French word to me, but it looks like Trufant. I think it's a philosopher.
Trufant.
do you know Trufant?
God, not so loud. But yes, I work with Trufant sent me here. I am meant to be collecting a Meatloaf to go on this mission. He needed people that were not known resistance members. Meatloaf only joined short time ago. He did not want to send in people that collaborators have that would know about. It had to be people that they didn't know. So he wanted,
And he looks at you, so he's like,
like unknowns.
Well, we're
Mhm.
definitely that.
Mm.
We're cool.
I'm going to
Yes,
spin round and finish packing my bag and then be like, when do we leave?
I mean, let's go. This is great. Okay, I got 3. Haha. Oh,
We're
boss
the
could be so pleased with me. I got 3 extremely dependable fighters.
we're
Go
the
here and
biggest group of nobodies you've ever met, Rango.
yeah, you guys are like the you guys are such losers that nobody will suspect you of being. I mean, you guys are so nondescript. No one will think that you are perhaps members of the resistance.
We get
Because
it. No one cares about us.
I would never say that directly to your face, but but I think perhaps you should be good. Yes, he will be very pleased. Maybe if we get one more person, hopefully they will turn up by the time we reconvene. They'll maybe meet them on the way. Hopefully. But yes, if you're willing to go, we will go and meet with Truffaut. It is a while. I'm not going to give you the exact location because again, the observers capture you and then like remove your organs through your bum hole and like stick nails underneath your eyelids. You might give away the location, but we
Wouldn't
do this.
Meatloaf have given the location anyway? I assume
No,
they knew.
Meatloaf did not know. Meatloaf has not spoke to me. He did not know
Meatloaf
about the
knows
amp gun.
nothing.
How did they know about Meatloaf? I mean,
Hmm.
someone must have told them, right? You obviously have some kind of
They have an
infiltrator.
insider. Oh,
This is
we have
That's
a
going to get a
spy.
hiss out of me. I'm just going to stand and be like,
look. What you know about there is collaborators. There is people that give information to the Watchers about the tribes in return for food, artifacts, water, power.
Snitches.
Snitches, yes, snitches is a good way of saying it. They snitch. They work with the. Some do it in the open. You must know some, and you as well know people that openly talk about how wonderful the Watchers are. Like they almost like worship them, like the same way they worship humans. They see like the Watchers almost as like the ones that took over from the humans and they look after you. And the only price
Those,
you pay is that sometimes they take you and pull you apart. Um,
those people are bad people. We don't trust snitches.
no, you need to. That is something we're going to be working on once we have the amp gun. We will use this to we will drive them out. We will find them, destroy them. But that is the future. First, we need to get the advantage. So you 3 are willing to come with me. Is this right?
I mean, I got no but place better to be. So sure.
Hmm.
and Florence is like, I guess so. I'm here as well.
Lawrence, you don't have to come if you don't want to. It's very
Oh,
dangerous.
good. I'm not coming then because this is real scary. But I'll tell you what I will do. I will continue to search for.
Good thinking, little one. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Okay, I'm not going to leave right now, but I'm still.
Okay, but I'm nervous. I
We'll
don't want
leave
you
and
to
then we'll
die.
split up later on. Yes.
Sorry, your mic was going in and out there a bit, Lee.
All right. Basically, Florence has just said that she is going to. She'll split up with you like at the earliest possible convenience and continue the search for the corrupted camp. And Ringo will chip and say he might be able to get some leads on that. So they'll work out some kind of signal to connect to each other. Okay, so that's fine. If you're willing to leave, you absolutely can do. So you just pack up your stuff and you're all willing to join the resistance. Is that correct?
I've got
Yes.
nothing better to do.
Sounds good to me. Now,
Well, may as well belong to something.
so Ringo,
So these we will travel by a road for some way, but we will have to come off because we need to be sneaky and go under the trees. Now, I give you one piece of advice. If observers Follow us. Do not try to hide. Do not try to run. We will just set up camp until they leave. Because that is their trick. They will follow you, and if you look suspicious, they will then chase. Whereas if you don't do anything, they will eventually go bored and leave. But that is fine. So, yep, you get yourselves together. Is there anything else you want to do in this village at all?
I'll try
Nope.
and get some supplies from the healer guy if he lives.
Okay. Yep, Dr. Dre is in his little kind of caravan that we mentioned earlier on. If you're looking for some supplies to make some healing salves and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it you actually have on you? You've got a tire iron, which is some old world junk. Have you got anything else?
I don't think so. If I do, I haven't put it on my sheet. As far
That's
as I'm
absolutely
aware, I
fine.
have a tie iron and a sling.
Okay, cool. So you ain't got much. When you try and trade with them, you show him the tire iron, which he kind of looks at, and to him it's just a blunt instrument. He's like, I don't really know what you want me to do with this, but
It's made out of steel. You could break it down, use it for, I don't know, something.
could I? Oh, okay, I tell you what, you find some useful stuff, come back and I will trade with you. Or if you want, no, I don't want to do that. Ringo kind of pipes up and he shows him some of the stuff that he's got in his bag. Leon, actually, all threes roll me a D666. One at a time, though, please. Rachel first.
Sorry,
whoever that was.
I went first. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What is it?
I went 423.
423. Okay, he puts his hand into his bag and he pulls out a rolled up bit of paper that he opens up, and it is a movie poster.
What
is-
kind of movie poster, Lee?
What kind of movie poster? It is a human holding up a glowing blue stick with his shirt kind of open, exposed chest, kind of wearing what looks like white pajamas, and like there's some kind of like various characters around about him.
Yeah. Tar Wars. Is this some kind of, you know, war set?
Some kind of war movie by the looks of it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Humans were incredible. They could look at this sword made of lightning. That is really impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Man.
I want
Okay.
one of those.
Dr. Dre looks at it for a moment.
This is obviously
Okay.
a historical item.
Rachel, what did you roll?
555.
550. Fuck, you always get 550s, don't I? Right, okay. You pull out, a synthesizer. What the fuck? So this, I'm gonna get this.
I mean, I've got the guitar.
Okay, yeah. Now,
One-woman band by
pulls
the
out-
end of this campaign.
Yeah.
well, what I will say though is he pulls out like a kind of broken piece of equipment, and you press the key. Nothing happens. No music comes out of it. It looks like it's been waterlogged. There's some kind of wires and circuit boards inside it. He presses it. Nothing happens.
Oh, this is an item from the old world. It is very valuable to some. Some collect these kind of things. You could perhaps trade it for something of great value.
Dr. Ray kind of looks at that. Is like, okay. Vary, what did you get? 342.
342.
Okay. And the final one, 342. Where are you? 342. Okay. He pulls out a packet, a silver packet, with a word written on it. Which anyone got high comprehend? Anyone got comprehend at all?
I've got
might-
3.
Mine's
Yep,
4.
you're 4. Okay, all threes can roll a comprehend. You need at least one success to read this word. Oh, got a
Yes.
success. Okay,
Nope.
Tabby, not a clue. Cobb, not a clue. Bowie. You've seen that word before. You've tasted that stuff before. You've smelled that stuff before. It's a kind of a black powder. It tastes terrible, but it kind of really gets you amped up.
Oh,
It says coffee on it.
Man, if I
You've
can
gave
move,
the lizard coffee. This
I
could
can-
only end badly.
if I can move fast now, give me some of that stuff.
Yes.
I'll be going at the speed of light in no time.
I see Dr. Dre does kind of look at the coffee. He's like, that stuff is useful actually. I like this. I will take this and I will give you. And he kind of pulls out, Leon, I will give you a doctor's bag.
I'll take a
Right,
doctor's
it's
bag.
got various medical
All day.
equipment. I will say it has got enough weird crap in it for, we'll call it 4 uses.
Yep.
And you can make 4 random things of varying quality with the crap in this doctor's bag.
Okay.
So salves, balms, anything within reason we can discuss on or off screen if you prefer, okay?
I'll wait till next session to use it, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
brilliant.
absolutely fine. So you've got a leather satchel with random stuff in it and, whatever bandages, antiseptic, whatever you need. All right, so that's cool. So you give him the pack of coffee. He takes a spoonful, just bites into it. And he just seems quite happy.
Had some of that. I've got this thing, and no, I'm just gonna knock it on Cobb's head. Makes no sense.
Ow.
So yeah, that's it. So that happens, and off they go. Right, so you head off. Anything else you want to achieve?
Nothing from
Nope.
me.
I'm not
That's
even going to bother telling Piaf that I'm pissing off.
As you're walking through, a couple of younger lizards have, or reptiles, should I say, have kind of poked their head above ground, and you see them spraying something on the wall. So they've managed to get, actually, I don't say spray, that seems, spray paint seems a bit much, but they've got some kind of liquid that they're painting on the wall. And it seems to be they're drawing something that takes you a moment to understand what it is, but it says free meatloaf. And it's like a kind of like crudely drawn meatloaf and like a watcher dragging him off. And as soon as they see you coming, they run off. But yeah, you do see a little bit of anti-watcher propaganda kind of going up on the walls.
It looks like your friend's famous, Bowie.
You said no one cared. They obviously care.
He meant a lot to this community. Some people seem to have forgotten that.
Well,
Okay.
some people haven't.
Barry, do me a favour, roll me a 1d6.
One.
Okay. The insurgency level in the reptile outpost has gone up by 1.
Okay.
Okay. That'll do. Close that now. We'll come back to that. Okay, cool. So off you pop. So you start off here, and you're going to travel southwest. First of all, you join the road here, and you travel along this way. Eventually, going down the way. So, as far as you guys can tell, you are heading towards the dog tribe. But as you kind of get closer to it, this takes most of the day. They start to kind of skirt round it. He kind of cuts off, and he goes through the forest, giving the dog tribe a very wide berth. You don't see much. Ringo seems to be kind of taking you like secret pathways. He's avoiding everyone he can. He's always on the lookout for like other animals as well as watchers. Anytime he sees observers, he just tells you to make camp and just kind of wait until they leave. In one case, it takes a few hours. Another one follows you for like half an hour, and it's almost like he takes you in a circle when he's doing that. He just seems to backtrack on himself, but he does seem to try to avoid all contact with other animals. After a day, still won't tell you where you're going, but you get by the dog tribe, and you come out around about here. Bowie, you now know that you're heading towards the badger tribe. You fucking hate the badgers. Or don't, you know what? I'm not going to talk for your character. The badgers are the ones your tribe dislikes the most. They are the ones that steal your eggs and eat them, from what you remember.
Why are we heading this way? This is badger territory.
Oh, we are not going to the badger tribe. This is just coincidence. Do not worry. I would. They are the last ones that we want to deal with. It just so happens that it is coinciding with the direction, but I will avoid them. If we see any, we will make sure to go other ways. We're now going to go into the forest, and do not worry.
Now, on the map, you guys can probably see it does actually say the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
That is where you're heading towards.
Okay.
Now, as you kind of go through the forest again, you don't see too much, and you come to a clearing. Ringo tells you all to stop.
We need to wait. There's been sightings of creatures here.
Creatures like us creatures, or
Oh no, like mindless creature beasts. We are mutated animals. We have higher intelligence. The creatures I talk of are like hunters and killers, monsters. You will have heard of them. You must have seen some of them at some point. Looks at you. No, nothing.
Sure. Yeah.
would I?
Will I have seen them?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, you would have seen them. There is the snake with the lots of legs. There is the
want the
giant armored bug thing. There is the big snake that has like wings that flies out the sky and bites your head off. There's lots of
gotta
crazy
stay away
shit.
from them.
Well, should we?
Quiet. Okay, keep going.
Just
Quiet. I'm just joking. Just everybody sneak real careful like that, okay?
Yep. So if everyone wants to give me a sneak roll or is it sneak they call it in this? I forget.
Yeah, sneak.
Sneak. Yep.
Sneak.
Sneak, teaky, teak, reepy, teepy, deepy, deep.
I got 2. I'm gonna go.
Ooh.
I got one.
Oh yay!
Oh god, this sneak is so bad. Okay, oh no, things don't go badly for Ringo. So Tabby got 2, Cobb got 1, Bowie got 1, and Ringo got 0. Oh dear. Okay, so
Okay, what are we going to do here? We're going to stay close to ground. You just go across this clearing and we will be completely fine. Just everybody be quiet.
So you guys like you pick the different paths. You kind of like you alternate the way you're walking, so you don't like thump across around. And Ringo just like he is sneaking, but he's also dragging his bag behind him, and it just goes boom, 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 boom. And then about halfway across,
Oh, wait.
that is probably going to be. And as he says that, you hear a rumbling noise, and out of the ground bursts. My favorite thing in any game ever. This thing.
Oh no! No! That's not good.
Land shark attack! Oh no! No one expects land sharks.
No one expects the land sharks.
Sharknado!
Effectively, yeah. And what's going to happen here is it is going to attack because he made the most noise. Okay, there we go. Oh, I need to roll that. There we go. Oh, only it's okay. So it just smashes into Ringo, kind of tosses him through the air. So whoa! Oh no, this is going to go poorly, and he just slaps on the ground. It's hit him, and it kind of like skiffed him, and it's like you can see his arm is bleeding. He goes, oh no! Oh. We need to get away, and we're going to leave it there for this week. But land shark, oh no! So that's fine. So that's happened. Okay, then we're going to dish out some
just
experience.
one?
You don't know, mate. You just know there's a land shark.
Okay.
I'm not telling you yet. It's much funnier for you not to know. Okay, I'll show you this as well. There you go. Now, a couple of things. Last week, I forgot to give you guys XP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So straight away, did you participate in the session? Give yourselves 2 XP for doing that because you did participate last week as well.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't have the second one.
Did you sacrifice or risk something for your tribe? You don't have a tribe yet, Rachel.
Yeah. Question: where do
Yeah.
we log the XP?
If you don't have anything specifically on the sheets, just oh no, there's it says underneath the appearance it says experience.
Yeah,
above
it does.
talents.
Right.
I'll try and find it.
It's on your character sheet, mate. Just underneath that bit. I just said it was a.
It's above where your animal powers and stuff are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, I got it. Okay.
Yep, cool. So give yourselves 2 experience because you guys were playing last week. Did you sacrifice or risk something for your tribe? Now, unfortunately, Rachel, you did not. What I will allow at the moment is your tribe can be Florence
Oh,
if you choose it to be so. All right.
yeah, that's real
Um,
sweet.
but you did, so did anyone risk anything? I think the closest would be perhaps Bowie, who sacrificed. Yeah, you didn't sacrifice, but you did actually
Did,
because you tried to fight in behalf of your friend.
Yeah.
did
I,
anyone
yeah,
I, I
yep.
also fought on behalf of the tribe.
Yep, I will give you. You get 1 for that.
Can I say that I shot at Shepard in the first session on
That's
behalf of
not
my
really
tribe?
that was more you just started
Yeah.
fucking beat the shit out of somebody.
Okay.
All right, did you sacrifice or risk something for the resistance? No, you didn't because you just haven't joined.
We
You
haven't
hadn't joined
joined
the
yet.
resistance, and you're kind of on your way to do so right now. Did you sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy?
Yes.
Leon, in this case, oh yes,
Man, I'm not gonna
Fari
get
gets it
any
again,
of
yeah.
these.
Ari gets everything this section.
So yep. um, did you sacrifice or risk something for the NPC you want to keep safe? Those are more or less the same. Oh no, so your PC buddy was actually if you could done anything for each other.
Oh.
So that's not your NPC. That's you guys. If you feel like you are doing something to like save each other,
Right. Well, I don't get a point for that one.
you're going to
No,
get a
I
point
don't
for the
think
next one
any of
because
us do.
you
No.
want to keep safe. That's kind of what your whole plan.
Yeah.
So did you sacrifice or risk something for your NPC you want to keep safe? Vari gets that one because she did literally stand up to a fucking squadron of observers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Did you sacrifice or risk something to mess with the NPC you hate? Leon did last week. He
Yes.
actively attacked them
I
and tried to
appreciate
fuck them up.
I don't remember who I actually hate. Who do I hate?
You might not have it yet, but don't worry about it. It's something we can add in later on. You could also see you hate the ones that kind of forced you out the tribe, but you've also not done anything to that yet.
No.
Okay. And did you sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream? Now,
Question.
yep.
Does me leaving my tribe and sacrificing them and leaving them pretty much on their own count for that? Because my big dream is to get Meatloaf back.
If that's what your big dream is, I'm not going to give you for this one because I mean all you've done is like walk out in them, but we might be able to work something like that in future. Like if you maybe push more towards that as opposed to like if you've got a choice between the tribe and Meatloaf and you pick Meatloaf, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
And I'll say everyone just give yourself an extra XP just because you guys worked really hard tonight.
Cheers, man.
Okay. Now, this is same as Vason rules. There's general talents in the book. They cost 5 XP. And if you want to bump any skill up at all, it is 5 XP. It is always 5 XP. I will say the most dice you can have rolling for something is 10, unless you work something out with me, okay? So to give you an example, Ringo rolls 8 dice for his move. So his skills 4 and his attributes 8. Sorry, it's 4 as well. So that adds up to 8. You can have a maximum of 10 dice in one. And we'll kind of work out if we want to bump that up later on.
So is it 5 XP to buy one?
Yep, 5 XP buys 1 skill point or 1 talent. There's talents in your books. You should look through them. If you want to multi-class into something else, you're free to do so. But your primary class, the one you started off, will always be the one that counts towards like your overall. What's the word that you use using this? It's the rank. So like
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Where can you find the general talents?
The general talents in your book should be talents are started on.
Why have I only got the year 0 book?
You've got both. You must open
You
the.
should
I can't
have
find
both.
the second one. Where's this?
General talents start on page 58, mate.
Okay.
And there's a few.
Cool.
Ooh, that's cool. Right, so that's fine.
Okay.
So we'll leave that there.
Can you get extra animal powers, or is that something?
No? The animal powers are solidified at what you've got. You have, in your case, you've got 1 animal power and 1 mutation. That's the big difference between animals and the mutants in the original game. Is that your mutations are stable. The mutants can get more powers, but each one they get lowers an attribute by 1. So, like, eventually you will die from your mutating so much, you become incredibly weak, but also incredibly powerful.
Right.
So, physically weak, you might fall apart, but, like, you can also breathe fire and fly. So, there is that. But yeah, no more mutations and no more animal powers. Sad face. But like in Vason, after a few sessions, you guys will be pretty powerful, especially now you know how to get XP. You can make a point of risking things and helping out your buddies. You can also pick who you want to be your buddies as well, because you'll develop relationships between them. But apart from that, I think that's us pretty much done. So thank you anyone that watched. We really do appreciate it. And we'll probably get this stuff all on YouTube at some point as well. But that's me. Unless anyone else wants to say anything, we can just cut the stream there.
Nope.
Yeah, let's end it there. Yeah, thanks for that, Lee. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Potentially streaming tomorrow for the game that we're playing, Abyss Under the Sea.
Yes.
Under the Sea. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Come check us out on a Wednesday.
Or don't. I don't care. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye,
Don't
folks.
do.